This is the Montana Fire Update for Tuesday, the 12th of September. I'm Chris Barth, a Public Information Officer and Fire Mitigation Education Lead for BLM Montana-Dakotas. I'm coming to you from a fire camp in western Colorado where I'm on assignment. Most of the fire activity in Montana remains west of Interstate 15. This mapping system also shows a newer fire in central Montana, which is burning in the Crazy Mountains. The northern tier of the state, either side of the Continental Divide, where much of the current fire activity is centered, is under a red flag warning again today, due to a forecast of critical fire weather conditions. As these maps show from the National Weather Service, a cold front will begin moving across Montana Wednesday. Colder, moist air will move into the region, bringing with it widespread rain and even snow at higher elevations later in the week. An air quality alert is in effect for portions of western Montana due to health impacts of the smoke impacting the area. The number of active large fires in the northern Rockies, which in addition to all of Montana includes the Idaho Panhandle, Yellowstone, and the Dakotas, has dropped to 43 today. Total area has also dropped to just under 600,000 acres. Over 5,000 people are out on fire assignments in the region. We begin again today at a look with the largest fires burning in Montana. The Rice Ridge Fire. It now covers just under 140,000 acres, but is now reporting 33% containment. To quote the latest fire fact sheet, the fire line is becoming more secure each day in Seeley Lake area. A public meeting is set for 6 p.m. tonight at the Ovando Elementary School. The Myers Fire, southwest of Phillipsburg, is the second largest fire actively burning in Montana, now topping 60,000 acres with 8% containment reported. Structure protection continues in high priority areas on the north, east, and south side of the fire. A public meeting is set for 6:30 tonight at the Wise River Community Center. The 6 fires that make up the Highway 200 complex now cover almost 23,000 acres and are reporting 17% containment today, with just over 300 people assigned to the fire.
Here on the Highway 200 complex, we're currently managing 5 active fires along the Highway 200 corridor, stretching from the south in Plains through Thompson Falls and to the north in Trout Creek. The Sheep Gap Fire is currently at 40% contained and 13,414 acres. Pre-evacuation orders remain in effect for areas along the River Road west to the north of the fire. The Cub Creek Fire is currently 0% contained and is at 4,034 acres. Pre-evacuation orders are in effect for an area west of Highway 200 from White Pine Creek to Cherry Creek. The Reader 1 and Reader 2 fires are being managed conjointly due to their close proximity. They are both at 95% containment and a total of 152 acres. The Deep Creek Fire is currently 0% contained and is at 5,733 acres. A pre-evacuation order is still in effect east of the Clark Fork River in the Blue Slide area. The Miller Creek Fire is currently at 0% containment and 892 acres. This fire continues to be monitored and patrolled for fire growth, and appropriate resources are in the area. Overall, the fire suppression activities on the Highway 200 complex have been very successful, and thankfully they're predicting a little bit of moisture in the forecast, which will also help suppression activities.
Thanks, Haley, for that update. Turning our attention now to the Liberty Fire. That fire is located southeast of Arlee. A substantial increase in fire activity was reported Monday afternoon in the northwest portion of the fire. Today, crews will monitor that area as well as work to complete preparations along Crazy Horse Lake Road south to White Horse Lake.
The Lolo Peak Fire is nearing 52,000 acres and is 46% contained. Dan McCaig has an update for us today.
Hey Chris, thanks for checking on us. Here on the Lolo Peak Fire, we had less fire activity than many other parts of the state. On the west side, mop-up operations continue. South Fork of the Lolo, we dropped about 25,000 gallons of retardant yesterday. And on the north side of the fire, suppression repair activities continue as resources allow. Here on the east side of the fire, we'll continue to have firefighters patrol. And at the south end of the east side of the fire, we'll continue to conduct minor burnout operations only as needed in order to control the intensity of the fire as it progresses southward.
Fire activity picked up yesterday afternoon in the southeast corner of the Alice Creek Fire, which is burning northeast of Lincoln. That fire is nearing 28,000 acres and is now 5% contained. Firefighters are planning to build containment lines along the east edge of the fire today. There will be a meeting tonight at 7 at the C-Bar-N Mission for residents of Dearborn Canyon. As always, if you are interested in updated information on these or any other fires burning in Montana or elsewhere across the West, please go to ncweb.nwcg.gov. There are fire restrictions in place across most of the Treasure State. Despite what the calendar says, we are not yet experiencing fall conditions. So please, don't burn your ditches or croplands. Don't burn refuse in your burn barrels. We need everybody to be extremely vigilant so we can avoid any more human-caused fires in Montana this year. Thanks for joining us again today. We'll see you again next time.